I used to think Snow White was a Japanese lady. She has geisha-like pale skin, black hair, and tends to 7 ugly white men.
Vote for Kamala Harris. And it's actually non-negotiable. And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
Colossal collapse. Snow White opens to photos of massive empty seats across America. Hilarious comedians are roasting the new woke Snow White remake. Beanie Bros has put Snow White star Rachel Zegler in Hansel and Gretel.
Gretel? This feels like a classic case of if it's too good to be true.
Hansel, your suspicion is so... This is obviously communal sharing.
Welcome, children! Feel free to partake in my sustainably sourced treats! Gretel, remember what Dad said about strangers and candy.
Hansel just fears powerful women who give freely. Classic patriarchal programming.
Oh dear, well, how perceptive! Please come in my house and eat. This doesn't feel right.
And that's why the solution is intersectional feminism.
Exactly, dear. And here in my house, all are equal. No gender roles, no stereotypes, just candy.
I just have to say, I absolutely love how the wig moves when the evil witch talks, which just further emphasizes that it's a wig.
No stereotypes, just candy. Gretel, look at this. Doesn't this worry you?
Hansel, you're projecting your insecurities again. Typical white fragility.
You understand the struggle, my child. Now, why don't you help me bake some equity cookies? Gretel, we should go now.
Look, the White Savior Act is starting. Does he even realize how this looks?
Oh yes, how embarrassing. Anywho, right this way to my oven child. This oven makes such hot, juicy cookies.
Yum!
Gretel, run for your life! No, brats! You get back here! Oh, you're still here?
I'm so sorry for Hansel's actions and for the broader violence inflicted by white men. It's not just about him. It's a pattern that needs to change.
You know, you have no idea how stupid you really are, do you? You're so stupid!
You live your truth, girl. You're so brave. Hansel's the one who's really trapped, unable to accept change. It's his fault I'm in here, really. Stupid Hansel.
I'm not a woman! I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing!
Hey, save me, Hansel! It hurts!
I really tried, guys. I really did. Oh, please remember to like and subscribe. Oh, is it coming after me? I'll see you next time, guys.
I absolutely love this ending because this is pretty much how these types of situations go. People who are this brainwashed, they don't realize that they're in too deep until it's way too late. That was another hilarious video from Beanie Bros. I will be sure to put the link to their channel in the description below.
Okay, live action Snow White movie, what we got? Okay, what if we just made a really good movie that's faithful to the film that everybody loves? Sorry, I'm just on one of them things, okay. But you know how Snow White, traditionally porcelain white skin, super likable. We're actually gonna cast Rachel Zegler. But she has brown skin, and isn't she super controversial? Oh yeah, she's gonna go on a whole press tour crapping on the movie, the character of Snow White, and how unfaithful we are going to be to the original film. Oh, this is gonna absolutely bankrupt us. Who's gonna play the evil queen? Oh, you're gonna love this. Pro-Israel Gal Gadot. So let me get this straight. You expect the audience to believe that Gal Gadot, a former supermodel, one of the most beautiful women in the world, is going to ask the magic mirror, who's the fairest in all the land? And it's going to reply that Snow White, Rachel Zegler, is prettier than her, and Gal Gadot is going to believe that and be jealous? Yeah. Do you think we've done enough to ruin our legacy and reputation? Let's see. Hey, Snow White's coming out this month. We know. Still not going to watch it. Perfect. I'm Snow White, and I'm not some weak little princess. I'm a boss babe, and I'm here to overthrow
The evil queen?
the patriarchy, actually.
But Queen Grimhilda is a wicked witch.
Okay, that's offensive. Okay, those are rumors spread by insecure, toxic little men.
But she hired her huntsman to unalive you.
Iconic. She woke up today and chose violence. I love it.
She wants to end your existence.
Oh, babe, I'm a Scorpio. I'm already dead inside.
Snow White, your prince is here.
Ew, oh my god, you didn't tell me that the prince was Alfredo Assassin?
And Alfredo what?
A cream crusader.
That doesn't even...
A cornstarch cauliflower cretin.
Do you mean white person?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Are you guys like actual dwarves, or do you guys just identify as dwarves? Or maybe your dwarfism is a symbolic representation of the lack of representation that minorities have within the public arena? Oh my god, that's an actual good point.
You're going to be playing Disney's live-action Hercules. What can you tell us about the story? Yeah, so I just want to start off by addressing that this is not going to be a perfect adaptation of that dated 90s movie. This is a modern-day 2023 Hercules. So what changes can we expect? Well, firstly, there's going to be no change in my physical appearance. You know, 90s Disney had a bad habit of pushing these unrealistic body image expectations. The big reason why I chose to take up this role is to push back on those archaic fitness standards. Can you explain why the actor who will be portraying Hades hasn't been announced? What do you mean? Greek god and main antagonist Hades? Oh, no, Hades, yeah, he's not going to be in this movie. We wanted to establish a standard of inclusivity so there won't be any gods, per se, in this Hercules. Instead, he's going to be taking on physical manifestations of sexism, patriarchy, and his own demons. One of the most beloved inclusions in the original was the narration sung beautifully by the muses. How much will they factor into the live-action adaptation? Yeah, okay, so there's gonna be no black women in this movie. What you and many other bigots call beloved, I call disgusting. The blatant appropriation of gospel-style demonic rhythmics, without addressing the harsh realities that black women in the 90s faced, it's downright sickening. For all the black women watching, understand this. I stand with you, my sisters. You heard? Thank you.
I'm convinced that Disney wants the Snow White remake to flop. Let me explain why. I feel like the hair, makeup, and costume team, they must hate her. Because there's no way they made this girl look like this. They took this beautiful woman and they turned her into Lord Farquaad. Like, you have to try to make her look this underwhelming. Yes, Snow White has a black bob, but you can do a black bob in a cute way. I found this picture online. I think it's just an AI version of Rachel Zegler as Snow White. But look at how good it looks. Like, why couldn't her hair look more like this? Have some more princessy waves to it. I think they were trying to be a little too literal with matching the cartoon hair when we could have had something with a little more curls and flowiness to it like this. Why does Vanessa Hudgens look more like Snow White than our Snow White? And also, where's the red bow? They've got the evil queen looking this good, and then they've got their Snow White looking very blah compared to how we know how beautiful she can look.
To the man who took the time to make this new Disney Snow White, I feel sad for you. And I feel sad for you up to a certain point. I feel like your picker was broke. Your chooser was not chosen well. You picked the completely wrong leading lady child, and your movie bombed. I don't know when Hollywood will learn that America is flat tired of this anti-Trump rhetoric. You don't have to like the man. You could also just shut it. Because the issue is all of these actors, like, you need bipartisan buy-in for your movie. You need everybody to go. And a lot of these parents in this previous season where there was queens showing up to their kids' schools and this bull crap that went on in my son's school where it drove me to actually run for Congress. Enough is enough. We've had it up to here with all of the crap. In Disney, you already had like an uphill battle with half the country. And then you put a little tiny child, a narcissistic little bee, into a role that completely sabotaged your movie. Do you know how many people work on a movie? I now know because I'm about to make a movie this year. It's occurring to me how many people's livelihoods depend on said movie. And this little child, I'm not even going to say her name. I'll put it in the comments, but I'm not even going to say her name and give her more audience than she deserves. Bombed this entire movie. Bombed it. I really feel like more of this and less of this in all of America.
All right. You can have some salami. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Oh, Leroy, you love your salami, don't you? Oh, salami. Thank you. Sweetness. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Good boy. Thanks for the moral support.